Tell me, are the voice and screen clear? All okay? Hmm? Are the voice and screen clear? Just tell me yes or no. Y or M? Yes? Okay. नॉइज वगैरह नहीं है ना, चेक करा असेल तर फॅन बंद करता येईल. Fine. So good morning, everyone. Very good morning to all of you. So we were solving the MCQs of rotational motion, right? Exercise 1 we have completed. Now we'll move on to the exercise number 2. Okay, and if possible today itself we will move on to the previous year questions also. So I think the page number in the module is, just give me a second. In the last lecture we solved fundamental questions. Now we'll solve some mixed concept questions, miscellaneous questions from the exercise number 2, and then we'll see some previous year questions as well. Okay. Fine. So you have to do the calculations, rough calculations, the given data, to be found data, all that. Okay, whatever, all that I am writing on the page, you have to write along with me. You have to do the calculations along with me. Okay, fine. So exercise number 2 we will start with. So fine. So everyone concentrate here. Shall we start now? Just give me just give me one more reply. Shall we start now? करूया सुरुवात. Exercise 2, exercise 1 we are done. Okay. चला sir start करूयात. Fine. So this is the question number 5 in front of you. We'll solve all the 5, 10, 15 and so on numbered questions. Fine. Okay. Here is the question. A solid sphere and the hollow sphere of the same mass, okay, mass is same, and have the same moment of inertia about their respective diameters. The ratio of their radii is, what is given? We are given solid sphere and hollow sphere. Whenever comparison data is given, write like this. Solid sphere we are given, hollow sphere we are given. Solid sphere we are given, hollow sphere we are given. Always try to write the comparison data in columns. Okay, so solid sphere moment of inertia equal to hollow sphere moment of inertia about diameter. Okay, so their moment of inertias are equal. Okay sir, their masses are also equal, so no need to write m1 m2. You can write m and m, and those are equal. Okay, so no need to write m1 m2. Fine sir. Now sir, they have asked us what is the ratio of their radii. What is the ratio of their respective radii? Now respectively means which should come first? Which radius should come first? Solid sphere radius should come first. So radius of solid sphere divided by radius of the hollow sphere is equal to question mark. Now before directly heading towards the calculation, first of all model the question, what is given, what is asked, then see or have one look on the options. See how the options are given. 5 raised to 1 half, 3 raised to 1 half, 3 raised to 1 half, 5 raised to 1 half, 3 is to 2, 2 is to 3. Okay, fine. Moment of inertia of solid sphere about diameter and moment of inertia of hollow sphere about diameter both are given equal. So first thing is, if you do not have direct equation for what is asked, see, we do not have direct equation for this ratio. So whenever you do not have any direct equation for what is asked, try to write down the equation for what is given. जेव्हा जे विचारले त्यासाठी इक्वेशन नाही आहे त्यावेळी काय करायचं बा, त्यावेळी सर आम्ही जे दिले त्यासाठी इक्वेशन लिहिणार. सो व्हॉट इज गिवन? दिस इज गिवन. सो मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया अबाउट डायमीटर ऑफ सॉलिड स्फियर is equal to moment of inertia about diameter of hollow sphere. What is the moment of inertia of solid sphere? That you should remember. Moment of inertia of a solid sphere about diameter is 2 by 5 mr square. So write down here 2 by 5 mr square. But sir, you should write ms, mass of solid sphere, rs, radius of solid sphere, is equal to, what is the moment of inertia about diameter of hollow sphere? Sir, it is 2 by 3 mr square. It is 2 by 3 mr square. But sir, you should write here mh, mass of hollow sphere, rh, radius of hollow sphere. Okay, fine, I wrote it. Now sir, the masses are given equal. Mass of solid sphere equal to mass of hollow sphere. So you can cancel out the masses. Sir, this two you can cancel out. Okay, what we want, see the ratio rs upon rh, not rh upon rs. That will become a mistake. Sir, we want rs upon rh, so rs square on the left hand side, this rh on the left hand side, it's square also. This 3 in the denominator of the right hand side as it is, this 5 will go to the numerator of the right hand side. And now taking square root on both the sides, this equation implies that rs upon rh is equal to under root 5 upon 3, means 5 raised to 1 by 3 divided by 3 raised to 1 by 3. Now let me know in the chat box, is this question clear to all of you? Tell me fast. Okay, with this speed we shall be calculating the answers. Bar calculation व्हायला पाहिजे. I may take 3 or 4 minutes, but you will take only 1 or 1.5 minute only. झालं का? Just reply me CW clear and written so that I can move on to the next question. न कंटाळा करता भर गणित सोडवत जायचे. बोर नाही व्हायचं किंवा कंटाळा पण नाही करायचा. Good. Fine, sir. You can move on to the next question. So let us move on to the next question, that is question number 6. Always same method follow. What is given, what is asked, 80% of the question is solved there. And then try to write the equation for what is asked. If you do not have any equation for what is asked, then जे विचारले त्याला इक्वेशन नसेल तर काय करायचं, जे दिले त्याचं इक्वेशन लिहायचं, कन्वर्जन्स करत राहायचं, आन्सर येते, डेफिनेटली येते. Now let us go for question number 10, not 6, question number 10. Let us see what is given in the question number 10. Let us read it. Let us try to extract the data. Fine. So this is the question number 10 in front of you now. Let us read it. A uniform circular disc A of radius R is made from a metal plate of thickness T. Fine. We are given a disc. Disc is uniform. Okay, so its density is constant everywhere, or its mass per unit volume is constant everywhere. The disc has radius R. The disc has radius R and the thickness T. Disc has radius R and the thickness T. So let us draw the thickness T. Let us draw the radius R. After reading a sentence, you should extract the data like this. Okay. Fine, sir. Next. And another uniform circular disc B. This was disc number A. Now we have a disc B. Another uniform circular disc B of radius 4R is made from the same metal. Same metal means same density. Density same runner. Same metal means same density, but radius is 4R of the same metal plate of thickness T by 8. Same metal, radius 4 times R. Radius is 4 times R, and thickness is T by 4. And thickness is not T, it is T by 4. Okay, but it is made up of same metal. So density of A, density of B are equal, because same metal they have used for the both the discs. Okay, sir, fine. Now what next? If equal torques act on the disc A and B, equal torques act on the disc A and B, torque on A equal to torque on B. Fine, equal torque act on both the discs. At a later instance, after some times, the angular speed of the speed of a point on the rim of A and the another point on the rim of B was omega and omega B respectively. Let me read it again. At a later instant, the angular speeds of a point on the rim of A, okay, angular speed of the point on the rim of A च्या end ला जो point आहे त्याचा angular speed, but sir, in rotational motion all the particles have same angular speed, only linear speeds are different. Omega सगळ्यांचा सेमच असतो. काय different असतो? V different असतो. Okay, on the rim of A is omega A, and on the rim of B is omega B. Okay, angular speed of the particle on the rim of B is omega B, rim of A is omega A, rim of A is omega A. We have omega A more than omega B, omega A equal to omega B, omega A less than omega B, and fourth is the relation depends on the actual magnitude of the torques. See, torques are given equal, density of the metal same, and they are asking omega whether it is same or different. Okay, which one is higher, which one is more at a later instance of time. Okay, for already for time they have used the letter T. Sorry. For thickness they have already used T. Now for time let us use capital T. See, let us consider this axis of rotation. Let us consider this as an axis of rotation. Okay, Now we are given equal torques. We are given equal torques and we have to compare omega A. So we have to compare omega A and omega B. Means we want to find out omega A divided by omega B. If omega A divided by omega B is more than 1, omega A is more. If omega A upon omega B is less than 1, then omega A is less. Okay, in this way it is to be thought. Fine. Sir, to find out final angular velocity at given instance of time, we will use which equation? See, torques are given. Torques are given. Moment of inertias can be found out by formula. Okay, by using the formula of the discs, we can find out moment of inertia. Torque दिलेला है, moment of inertia दिलेला है, tau is equal to I alpha. Tau is equal to I alpha. From that you can get alpha. Once you get alpha, you can use, just like V is equal to U plus AT, we have omega 2 is equal to omega 1 plus alpha t. So from that you can get to omega. So हमारा finally omega पर्यंत जाता है. Now see how this question is solved. Write down along with me. Using V is equal to U plus AT, त्याची analogy काय असते? Final angular velocity is equal to initial angular velocity plus alpha into t. Now right now t later they have already used for thickness, so let us use capital T for time. Let us use capital T for time. Okay sir, fine. Now here try to understand. For the disk A, for disk A, omega 2 means omega A. Initially it was at rest. Initially both the disks were at rest, plus alpha, angular acceleration of A, into t. This is first equation. Similarly for disk B, similarly for disk B, same equation you have to apply. Final angular velocity omega B is equal to initial angular velocity 0 plus alpha. Alpha is what? Angular acceleration of B into t. Now you want comparison of omega A and omega B. Just do omega A upon omega B, equation 1 upon 2. Okay sir. So equation 1 upon 2. So जे विचारलंय किंवा जे पाहिजेलंय त्याच्याकडेच डायरेक्टली जायचा प्रयत्न करायचा. Okay. So that will lead to the shortest time. Omega A upon omega B म्हणजे कमीत कमी वेळेमध्ये क्वेश्चन सॉल्व्ह होईल. is equal to, sir, this zero can be neglected. Sir, this t divide by t gets cancelled. Alpha A upon alpha B, alpha A upon alpha B. But we know that tau is equal to I alpha. We know that tau is equal to I alpha, implies that alpha is equal to tau upon I. Alpha is equal to tau upon I. So therefore alpha can be replaced by tau upon I. So observe here what I am going to do next. Omega A upon omega B is alpha A upon alpha B. Okay. So what can be done here? Observe. Sir, omega A upon omega B is equal to alpha A upon alpha B. But sir, tau is equal to I alpha and therefore alpha is equal to tau upon I. So torque on A upon moment of inertia of A divided by torque on B divided by moment of inertia of B. But sir, torques are given equal. So you can just cancel these torques because torques on both are equal. So you just cancel this torque. In the numerator we have 1 upon IA. In 1 upon IA. In the denominator we have 1 upon IB. This IB goes into the numerator. So omega A upon omega B will become IB upon IA. What is the moment of inertia of the second disk? Sir, it is disk. Moment of inertia of a disk about an axis passing through center and perpendicular to the plane. Moment of inertia of a disk about an axis passing through center and perpendicular to the plane of the circular plane of the disk is 1/2 mr square. Okay, sir. So 1/2 mass of the second disk into radius of the second disk square divided by, for the first disk same formula, 1/2 mr square, mass of the first disk ma into ra square, 1/2 ma ra square. Sir, 1/2 gets cancelled. So now we have mb upon ma into rb upon ra bracket square. Sir, mass data is not given, but density and volume data is already given. we are given equal densities, and volume can be found by area of base into height. Okay, so volume of second disk is area of base. What is area of base? 1/2 m into RB. Okay, radius of second disk. Mass is equal to density into volume, or let us write first density of B into volume of B. Volume will be equal to pi into RB square into the thickness. What is the thickness? T/4 divided by mass of the first disk. Mass equal to density into volume. Mass equal to density into volume. So density of the first disk into volume of the first disk, pi r square into height. So pi r square, pi into radius of the first disk square into thickness is simply t. So this is done. But sir, densities are given equal. Pi gets cancelled, t gets cancelled. This RB upon RA remains as it is. Just keep it as it is. We will replace it ultimately. Okay. Now sir, here what remains is RB upon RA bracket square. Here also RB upon RA bracket square. RB upon RA bracket square into RB upon RB. RB upon RA bracket square will become RB upon RA bracket raised to 4. RB upon RA bracket square. RB upon RA bracket square. Base same multiplication, addition of indices. 2 plus 2 will become 4. Fine. Here we have 1/4 in the numerator also. Here we have 1/4 in the numerator also. So this is going to be our answer. This is going to be our answer. So what is RB? Radius of the second disk is 4 times R. What is RA? Radius of the first disk is R. So just put the value and get the answer. 4 times R divided by R raised to 4 into 1/4. So R cancel. 4 raised to 4 divided by 4. That will be 4 raised to 3. And 4 raised to 3, sir, 64. So omega A upon omega B is 64. Means this value is more than 1. Means numerator is more than denominator. Omega A is more than denominator. Because this ratio is more than 1. So numerator more than denominator. Is this question clear to all of you? Write it down and let me know in the chat box. Clear and written. I am waiting for your response. Check करा समझते हो का question? Is this clear? What was given in the question? This is the given data in the question. Always try to check what is given, check what is asked, and then try to write the equations for what is asked. Try to write the equations for omega. And whatever the unknowns are there, for example, alpha were unknown, try to replace those alpha values in terms of given values. Okay, that will give you the answer. That will give you the answer. Is that clear? Reply in the chat box, everyone. Shall we move on to the next question? Tell me yes or no. Yes? Fine. So now let us move on to the next question. Fine, sir. Let us move on to the next question. That is question number 15. बघा आता आणखीन एक टाइप रिवाइज करूयात. असे डिफरंट टाइपचे क्वेश्चन्स, एक फंडामेंटल टाइपचे क्वेश्चन्स रिवाइज ऑलरेडी झालेले आहेत. आता थोडेसे मिसलेनियस बघतोय आपण. मिक्स क्वेश्चन्स बघतोय. क्वेश्चन नंबर 15. Okay, so let us read the question number 15. Let's see what is asked and what is given in the question. Okay, so this is the question number 15 in front of you. Let us read it. The moment of inertia of a moment of inertia and rotational kinetic energy of a flywheel. Flywheel means disc. Is 20 kg meter square and 1000 joule respectively. What is given? Moment of inertia and rotational Ke. So immediately write moment of inertia is equal to what? It is 20 kg meter square and rotational Ke. Rotational Ke is 1000 joule. Okay, sir. Fine. Respectively. Okay. Now, if the angular frequency, its angular frequency per minute means omega, they are basically not asking. They have said angular frequency, but they have written per minute. Means what? Per minute किंवा per second म्हणजे rotation per minute किंवा rotation per second. So त्या केस मध्ये तुम्हाला f विचारलाय, ओमेगा नाही. We are asked f. Okay. Radian per second. They have not said radian per second or radian per minute. They have not used the word radian. They simply asking per second or per minute. Means we are asked f. We are asked f and not omega. So remember that. Fine. So we are asked F. This is what is given, this is what is asked. We do not have any direct equation for frequency in terms of this, but we have equation for rotational kinetic energy. So what we will do, whenever you do not have any direct equation, what you have to do, you have to write equation for what is asked. Fine, sir. So I is equal to, sorry, rotational kinetic energy is equal to, rotational kinetic energy is equal to 1/2 I omega square, 1/2 as it is. Rotational kinetic energy is 1000. 1/2 as it is. I is what? I is 20. Now, sir, we want F. Okay. We have not written equation for F, but we want F. So you will replace the quantities which are not given in terms of F. Which quantity is not given? Omega. Omega can be written as 2 pi F bracket square. Sir, 20 upon 2 is 10. Here we have 1000 into bracket 2 pi F bracket square. So that becomes a 10 and 1000 cancel. So 100 equals, here we have, sir, 2 square 4, pi square, F square, F square. Sir, we want F. So first arrange F square. Sir, F square equal to 100 divided by 4 divided by pi square, everything on the left hand side. Sir, 100 upon 4 is 25 upon pi square. Now, sir, do we need to divide by pi square? That answer depends on the options. So we will see the options. Our answer is 25 by pi square. Pi square can be approximately taken as 9.8 or 10, or you may approximately write the answer as 2.5 if required. But without doing the further calculation, we will look at the options, and only then we'll decide whether to go further or not. So 25 divided by pi square. 25 divided by pi square is already in the option. Reply me in the chat box. Is this question clear to all of you? First, tell me. Just reply me clear and written so that we can move on to the next question. बोला बाळांनो पट पट सांगा. Next question बघायचा आहे. Clear? Fine. So shall we move on to the next question? Yes. Okay. So let us try to solve the next question, that is question number 20. Let's see what is question number 20. Let's see how to solve that question number 20. एक एक चॅप्टर असा आपण आता जरा क्लिअर करत जाऊयात. Question number 20. Just give me a second. Just a second. Fine. So question number 20. Let us read the question number 20 and try to extract the data, see what is given, what is asked. Here is the question number 20. A disc rolls on the table. Okay. See, it is rolling motion. The kinetic energy, the ratio of its kinetic energy of rotation to the total kinetic energy is. So what we are given? Disc performing rolling motion. What we are asked? Ratio. Ratio of what? Ratio of its kinetic energy of rotation, Ke rotation, divided by total kinetic energy. Total kinetic energy means rolling kinetic energy. Total means rolling kinetic energy. So Ke rotational divided by Ke rolling. Ke rolling we are asked. Okay. Now in the rolling motion we have some direct formulae like this. Ke rotational equal to 1/2 I omega square. Ke translational is equal to 1/2 mv square. Of course you can replace I by mk square. I ला mk square ने replace करता येते. Of course you can replace omega by v upon r. Of course you can replace omega by v upon r. And after doing this replacement in the equation number 1 and equation number 2 and finding out total rolling kinetic energy, total rolling kinetic energy is Ke translational plus Ke rotational. This we have performed many times. Ke translational is 1/2 mv square plus Ke rotational is 1/2. Now I will be replaced by mk square. I will be replaced by, sir, mk square. and omega will be replaced by V upon R. It is pure rolling, so omega can be replaced by V upon R. But sir, omega is to be squared. Yes. So KE rolling, total KE means KE rolling is equal to 1/2 mv square plus 1/2 this m as it is, sir, this v square as it is, sir, this k square as it is, and divided by this r square in the denominator. Okay, so 1/2 mv square, 1/2 mv square, sir, you can take common into bracket 1/2 mv square, 1/2 mv square common, 1/2 mv square common into bracket 1, then this plus sign, sir, 1/2 mv square common, k square upon r square, k square upon r square. Okay, so this is our rolling kinetic energy. This is our rolling kinetic energy. Okay, so rolling kinetic energy we have, rotational kinetic energy we have, translational kinetic energy we have. Which ratio we want? Sir, we want the ratio of rotational KE upon rolling KE. Okay, so now after looking at the formulae, now we will write what is asked. KE rotational divided by KE rolling, which is equal to, what is KE rotational? 1/2 I omega square divided by, what is KE rolling? Sir, it is 1/2 mv square. Rolling means total kinetic energy, which is addition of translational and kinetic energy. 1/2 mv square into bracket 1 plus k square upon r square. 1/2 mv square into bracket 1 plus k square upon r square. Sir, this 1/2 can be cancelled, but what to do of this I and omega? Again same replacement. How to replace I? I is equal to mk square. Moment of inertia can be always replaced by mk square. I is equal to mk square. Yes sir, I be replaced. Omega is equal to V upon R. Let us do that replacement. Divided by. See, this ratio question is very typical question. You have to understand the method of this question. Okay. Then this 1/2 mv square into bracket 1 plus k square upon r square as it is. Sir, this 1/2 m cancel, or let us arrange this equation properly and then do the cancellation at the last step. 1/2. Sir, m as it is v square. Sir, this k square divide by r square whole divided by, sir, this 1/2 as it is, mv square as it is, 1/2 mv square into bracket 1 plus k square upon r square. Fine. Sir, this 1/2 mv square, 1/2 mv square gets cancelled. What remains is k square upon r square divided by 1 plus k square upon r square. Okay, so very simple. K square upon r square divided by 1 plus k square upon r square. Now what you can do is this. K square upon r square, you already know. K square upon r square, you already know. Which object we are given? Disk. Which object we are given? Disk. Okay. What is the moment of inertia of the disk? Or let us write it on the next column here. What is moment of inertia of the disk about its natural axis, own axis? Sir, it is 1/2 mr square. And I have already taught you that value of k square upon r square is coefficient of mr square. Why, sir? Because I is equal to 1/2 mr square. Even if you write, see, always to find out k square upon r square, you have to do replacement of moment of inertia by mk square. Okay, k square upon r square काढायसाठी काय करायचं असते? I ला रिप्लेस करायचं असते mk square नी. So we replace I equal to mk square by 1/2 mr square. Now k square upon r square is equal to, sir, this m cancel, answer becomes 1/2. So what is k square upon r square? Are coefficient of mr square. K square upon r square is coefficient of mr square. So what is coefficient of mr square for the disk? 1/2. So now here you can directly put 1/2 and get the answer. So here we have 1/2 divided by 1 plus 1/2. 1 plus 1/2. So 1/2 as it is, 1 plus 1/2 is 3/2. Sir, this two gets cancelled. Answer is 1/3. So that's it. Answer is 1/3. Question number 20. Answer is 1/3. You people reply me in the chat box. Is that clear or not? Option number this 2. Check करा, समझलं का? KE rotational divided by total KE. KE rotational divided by total KE. केई रोटेशनलचा फॉर्म्युला चेक केला, टोटल केईचा फॉर्म्युला चेक केला, फॉर्म्युले सबस्टिट्यूट केले, इलिमिनेशन केलं, आय ला mk² लिहिलं, ओमेगा ला v/r लिहिलं. इज दॅट क्लियर? शॅल वी मूव्ह ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन? टेल मी फास्ट. Shall we move on to the next question? Reply me in the chat box, clear and written. Yes, fine. Now sir, we can move on to the next question, that is question number 25. Okay, let's see question number 25, how to solve it. So question number 25. So this is the question number 25 in front of you. Let us try to deal with it. Let us read it. A solid sphere with the velocity of center of mass v and angular velocity omega is gently placed on a rough horizontal surface. Okay, so this is a rough horizontal surface, and on that surface we have gently placed a solid sphere, okay, having velocity of center of mass v and having angular velocity omega. Okay, having angular velocity omega and having velocity of center of mass v is gently placed on the rough horizontal surface. The frictional force on the sphere must be forward, must be backward, cannot be zero, none of the above. Okay, fine. Now let's say angular velocity is something like this. Let's take clockwise angular velocity, which is general case, not anti-clockwise. A sphere which is already rotating. Okay, let's say I have a sphere which is rotating in my hand, and let's say the hands have no friction. In my hand the sphere is rotating and it is also moving in the forward direction. Now what we can observe is this, what we can say is this. See, if omega is more than v/r, or let us write it like this: if v is less than r omega, if v is equal to r omega, and if v is more than r omega case. There are three cases: whether this v is equal to r omega, less than r omega, or more than r omega. Based on that answer will be given, based on that answer of the friction will be given. Fine, very simple case. See, if v is less, friction will try to increase v and decrease omega, because ultimately initially there will be slipping as well as rolling, means rolling with the slipping. इनिशियली काय होतं, एखादा रोलिंग वाला ऑब्जेक्ट तुम्ही जमिनीवरती ठेवला तर काय होतं, स्लिपिंग पण होतं आणि रोलिंग पण होतं. ओके, म्हणजे रोलिंग विथ द स्लिपिंग चालू असतं. आफ्टर सम टाइम द स्पियर बिगिन्स टू रोल properly. After some time the sphere begins to roll properly. Okay, means properly means v becomes equal to r omega, means rolling without slipping. Okay, so this condition will automatically achieve, and to achieve this condition, who helps us? Friction helps us. So it means if v is less, friction will try to increase the velocity. In that case friction will be like this, in the direction of velocity. Friction will be in the direction of velocity. So for this, just give me a second. I think it was disconnected. Okay, can you tell me, are the voice and screen are clear? Are the voice and screen clear? Just reply me, clear or not, yes or no. Are the voice and screen clear? Can you reply me, are the voice and screen clear? Yes, okay, fine. So I was saying that if velocity is less than r omega, then friction will try to increase the velocity. So friction and velocity will be in same direction. And if velocity of center of mass is more than r omega, friction will try to decrease the velocity. In that case, friction will try to decrease the velocity. So answer depends on the situation. depends on the situation. Try to get that logic. Answer depend in this case, friction will be backward and velocity will be forward. This will be the situation. So what should be the answer? Friction must be forward, means in the direction of v, opposite to the direction of v, cannot be zero, none of the above. What we can say is this depends on situation, this depends on situation. Okay, it cannot be zero means it will be zero in which case? It will be zero in which case? जेव्हा फ्रिक्शनचा काही कोएफिशिएंट असणारच नाही त्याच केस मध्ये ते झिरो असेल. ओके, म्हणजे कॅनॉट बी झिरो तर आपण आता लिहू शकत नाहीये. ओके, कॅनॉट बी झिरो तर लिहू शकत नाही. दिस डिपेंड्स ऑन द सिच्युएशन, दिस डिपेंड्स ऑन द सिच्युएशन. ओके, कॅनॉट बी झिरो केव्हा येईल? फ्रिक्शन बघा, फ्रिक्शन केव्हा केव्हा असतं? whenever there is relative motion there is friction, and even if the objects are stationary, see I am applying some force but still if let's say object is not moving, it means that there is friction which has prevented the motion also. So friction दोन केस मध्ये असतं. जेव्हा मोशनची टेंडन्सी आहे तेव्हा पण फ्रिक्शन असतं, आणि जेव्हा मोशन आहे, रिलेटिव्ह मोशन आहे, तेव्हा पण फ्रिक्शन असतं. म्हणजे असं नाही की ऑब्जेक्ट रेसलाय म्हणजे फ्रिक्शन झिरो आहे, ऑब्जेक्ट रेसलाय म्हणजे फ्रिक्शन झिरो आहे असं नाहीये. Okay, so we cannot choose option 1, we cannot choose option 2, and here we cannot say that the friction is zero also. Okay, yes, option 1 or 2 can be chosen, but it depends on the situation, but situation is not specified whether v is more than r omega or v is less than r omega. So for time being we need to choose option number 4. Are you getting this? This is a little bit tricky question where we have to think a lot. समजलं का बघा? Reply me in the chat box. Here I will go with the none of these logic. Okay, because definitely 1 or 2 cannot be correct, but it will depend on the situation, and we know that the friction is there, it is not zero also. So either, so yes, this thought can also be correct. Okay, it cannot be zero, this thought can also be used. Okay, but it can be zero in the special case, it can be zero in the special case also, because friction can take all possible values from 0 to fs max, म्हणजे ती पण सिच्युएशन असेल. सो आता आपल्याकडे दोन ऑप्शन आहेत, वी कॅन चूज आयदर कॅनॉट बी झिरो अँड नन ऑफ दी अबो. आता कॅनॉट बी झिरो केव्हा असेल? कॅनॉट बी झिरो केव्हा असेल? जेव्हा या दोन्ही पैकी